Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid. We're jumping back into our game of Sceleria, turn 80, and we are trying to kind of finish our way through the late game. For those of you who have watched this channel before, you know that we do not fear the late game. We will struggle through. Sceleria, we've been fighting Agartha. It's kind of funny. I remember the player was commenting to me a while ago that he thought I had no chance of winning. Because I think he knew how good of a position he was in as Agartha. And he was in a very good position for Agartha. Had a great gym income, a bunch of research, fixed almost all the Agartha magic diversity issues. So he was in a great position. But as you can see, the Scalarian War Machine is very, very strong. So we've contacted a Naiad. Now this is an important part of climbing the water path. And the water path will be nice if we want to do something like Vengeful Waters, which will basically make them just forget about attacking us underwater or anywhere in our dominion with any significant mage army. So, but the first step for this right now really is just get a Queen of Water Elementals, and then we'll do some stuff with her. But we're going ahead and we're moving this Jade Sorceress who cast Summon Naiad. So you can see we're climbing our way up the water path really quick. We started with just Water 1. And then we threw another water booster on. We got a Naiad who's Water 3, Nature 3, and now she is going to summon a Queen of Water Elementals, with which all this will make her Water 7. So we get to Water 7, you can see very, very fast. Gift of Reason, so we got more tarts coming out. Earth Elementals just running around killing us. Okay, one of our tarts gets deployed, so let's check this guy out. It's one of the things that's kind of hard to go back and find is all of my orders to do magic phase attacks, because you don't get any arrow or anything. So this was one of his raiding squads that had moved out, and this is one of the really good things about having magic phase attack super combatants. Here he's geared out just so I don't have to worry too much about Mind Hunt with magic resistance, but he's just going to delete this army. Just speed through it real quick. They're not really going to do anything to this guy. And there they go. The mages are going to get away, but that's fine. So anyway, we killed a bunch of their stuff, killed a bunch of PD. We got attacked by Centaurs, and our Troll King got away, but that's okay. This was, I think, on top of Abyssius Fort. I think he was running away anyway, so. Okay, we're getting attacked by Tartarians there, and then we'll just go click through these again real quick. We run into Agartha, we kill a little light raiding squad, or we kill a light defense squad. So, actually let's watch this, because this, I kind of, from looking at those numbers, would have thought he might have won. This is probably going to be the Rotarius coming in, being big bosses. I know, really it's just he doesn't have enough. Yeah, and these Rotarius do get to the back line and very, very quickly... Oh, they rout though, but they killed one of them, which was important. I think if both of those lived, they might have been able to kill the skeleton, so kind of cool. Kind of close. More raiding, it looks like we were successful. More raiding were successful. Agartha attacks us successfully, but takes some losses. He lost a fair amount of magma children, so this cost him. Trolls are weak against fire, so magma children do pretty good against trolls. So you can see we're just winning all these little raids here. We lost this one. Agartha attacks us. I think our undead instantly melt because we have no undead leadership. But then we kill him, I think. Yeah. So that's okay. Okay. So this was the same guy. So this guy Cloud Trapezed in. And then they moved a Queen of Air Elementals in. I'm not sure what for. But, cast Fog Warrior is not going to help here, and I've got shock resistance. Okay, and she manages to run just in time. So, anyway, that's okay. We block that. Now, apparently we're going to get wrecked here, so let's see what happens. But pretty low commitment attack from me. This is not a big group. Oh, and I'm casting Bone Grinding, because I'm a big boss. Bone Grinding number 2. Can we do Bone Grinding number 3? Bone Grinding number 3. Very nice. Little Bone Grinding trap. Just kind of soften up those mages and, you know. Bone Grinding is not very good against ethereal... Oh, these guys aren't ethereal. Yeah. So it should be okay against these guys. They do have, I think, a fair amount of base HP. So you would probably need, like, 4 casts to kill a lot of them. But as you can see, these are... Chap in front did okay. We killed a fair amount of stuff. We got a lot of his infantry. The Shard Guard made it, but we got a lot of the Magma Children. Got his Lich. I don't know what he had on his Lich. We got a ton of the Golem Crafters, an Alchemist. Not exactly a perfect Bone Grinding trap, but pretty good. I didn't really, I didn't lose any items. I just lost that Matrix, which is fine. And then everybody else here is crippled and all that stuff, so that's that's fine. I think I was a bit ahead of this. Let's figure out where we were. Okay, Bone Grinding trap. And then... Okay, we get murdered here. Let's check this out. So we're going to go inside this fortress, and it turns out there is a small but strong little group of dudes. Winged helmet. Oh. And it looks like this golem is just going to get in the entrance, and with a few water elementals to support, my swarm of skeletons is not going to do much. And we're doing Enslaved Mind, but I don't know what we're casting it on here. Okay, this guy's doing Enslaved Mind, and he has a Rune Smasher, and he is Astro 6. Holy shit. So they're just sniping all my commanders. And yeah, this is apparently how this is gonna go. So that is annoying, because that was all my water gear. He stole one of my thaumaturgs. Also annoying. That was this battle. And then one last battle. Let's see what this is in Sophitek. So he is, after all, going to come in and take this fort. He had pinged it last turn. He comes in. I got nothing in here. Okay, so this is now his. Fair. We got 73 gems, so that's a ton. And, did we cast Wish yet? No, we better cast Wish this turn or I'm going to get upset. Okay, we're casting Wish. And I'm pretty sure what we're casting is... a Seraph. So if you cast that, this is what you're going to get the next turn. I will show you in a minute. Now let's check out our Tart situation again. Okay, we are blood hunting in our capital because we're too lazy to move. We're getting more Tartarians. And we got this guy. He's feeble-minded, but he will not be feeble-minded too much longer. One of the problems, I think, is if you have... Okay, you have 3,000 guys in your base and you can't see any of your units. I don't think the Divine Name or whatever will show you if they have any afflictions on them, so you can't, like, prioritize which ones you cast. I could be wrong about that, but anyway. If any of you are suffering from the 3,000 troops you can't move out of your capital, Now, what I should do is take these guys, load them all up, which they already are, and just move them away from my capital. There's no use adding more shit to this area, so I just move them to where I need them. This is really, and I've talked about it before, a function of not taking undead command on this nation that desperately, desperately needs it. So, let's go over the important things. So his army, if you recall, I had an army up here in the last turn, and I was splitting this army, so it had to choose which way to go. It went up, this army went down. We've now one turn popped this fort. I don't think he has anything here which can defeat this army. So we're going to go ahead and storm this castle. We've got a big group of dudes here. We're going to storm this castle too, and probably just have a big battle. And at this point, I don't even really care if I win the battles. I just care that I kill stuff. Because you can see, like, the magma children are mostly gone. We've killed almost all of them, and those are really important for him winning big fights. Because they kill my skeletons pretty damn efficiently. So we're storming here. You can see I'm not having blood slaves, which is a problem for that guy. We're storming here. Do I have a vampire with this army? Of course not. Well, this is kind of lazy. Really, you want a vampire because Rush of Strength is so good. Storming here. This group right here, we're gonna go... Oh. So both this army can either go here or here. It's probably gonna go kick this army off the throne, because you can't afford to lose a throne. But either way, we're gonna dodge him with both of these armies. This army is gonna move down here. Now, I think some of my scripting's gotten a little better, so if you're trying to learn how to play this nation, it's probably good if you skipped all the earlier shit and you're coming forward where I actually do some decent scripts. So this guy's going to be doing advance and cast spells on these priests. That will help deal with Tartarians. This guy we're doing... Okay, I say that shit, and then, I don't even have enough death gems on this guy to do life after death. So really, I probably should have put Rigor Mortis here. I don't know. Actually, Rigor Mortis wouldn't be good against Tarts. So, actually, I'm not really sure what's going on with this. Ignore what I just said about actually having efficient scripts. Yeah, not really sure. But, the anti-magic's good. The Claim of Pearls is really nice. The Ghost Orb, I just don't know what I'm doing. Really, the reason I would put it on is for Rigor Mortis at this point. I'm not casting it. But they might do it off script because he can't cast Life After Death, or I could just put more Death Gems on him, and it would be a more Death Gem efficient version of Life After Death, which is, I think, why I made these. Which, by the way, I really like this graphic I made. I think it's a pretty cool little Ghost Orb. Okay, but this army's moving up here, and my thought is once I get up here, I can probably find a fort that I can trap where he can't defend. Because this is a pretty damn solid... this is a medium, a medium to large commitment army. Or a large medium commitment army, whatever we want to call it. Now the nice thing is this province that we teleported onto has a lab. So, whoops. Let's go back to that. Let's see where I was glad trapezing him to. Was it 80? Okay, yeah, it was turn 80. I was like, what turn am I on? Apparently I took all his weapons off, and then we're cloud trapezing him onto 20, which is right over here. So we're just gonna go delete these guys. Yeah, and I don't really need a weapon to delete these, but anyway, probably would be better too. But yeah, being able to kill his counter raiders in conjunction with all of the raiding pressure I'm putting up is going to mean that he's just dramatically going to lose the province war, which you can see we're back up to where we were a few turns ago before we started staling. But it's going to get worse, because I'm starting... While his armies are dwindling, mine are increasing. And I've got more and more armies that are coming out. Got a tough little group in there. Don't think I'm going to be going after that, but I've got a ton... Where are these guys going? Okay, so we're going to knock these guys off of this fort. We got a big battle coming in here. So, Life After Death, Soul Drain again. Soul Drain's going to be kind of ubiquitous at this point. Will of Fates, which is really good. And a lot of these cost a lot of pearls, but I have a lot of pearls thanks to Arcane Nexus. Light of the Northern Star, Anti-Magic. We've got some guys that are going to be... These guys positioned close to the front, like he's going to be on Vortex of Unlife. And that's a pretty strong spell if he can get it off. master and slave spam, a bunch of stuff like that coming out. So hopefully we can steal some nice stuff. We've got Nature Communion with Mass Regeneration, Elemental Fortitude, those goodies. Sabbath Master, Rush of Strength, very, very important for Sceleria in the late game, if you can get blood. Kind of was disappointed I didn't have that on some of my other stuff. And of course we've got Army of Gold and then Rain. So anyway, all good stuff coming out over here, and I'm pretty confident we can kill this army. But this will be a huge deal, because this is the army that is defending all of this for Agartha. Once I kill this army, then everything over here is up for grabs. And he has very little he can do to reinforce it. So, if I win this battle, which I think I will, that's basically going to be the nail in the coffin for Agartha. Meanwhile, we're going to be storming this, so let's go ahead and go to the next turn, because this is going to be a really exciting next turn. We're going to get our little Seraph out, we're going to have a bunch of important battles, and let's see how that goes. Turn 81. Oh, actually that's kind of funny. I should go back and see. His pretender died. Okay, let's go check. So Abyssia sends me a message saying he doesn't know how his pretender died in that battle so quick. So turn 80. This was the battle on top of the throne. Let's go find it. Or was it turn 79? Oh, I probably sent Abyssia a message, actually. Let's see. And then he was responding to my message, which he got on turn 80. Yeah. Pretty epic battle there, sir. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, let's just see. He's wondering how his pretender died. Well, the 3,000 undead may have something to do with it. Where's the Demi-Lich? It's like, where's Waldo, trying to find a Demi-Lich. Okay, here he is. Okay, so this is the guy that cast Wrathful Skies. So he has shock resistance 14, could still... Let's see. We'll just see what kills him. Yeah, he didn't die so fast, he just died. He's still alive. Okay, where's the Demi-Lich here? There's a key to hit to go see the... What happened to it too? Did I just totally miss him? Where is he? Okay, and we see what happened actually. So, he got hit with damage reversal. So, yeah. Some of my mages had damage reversal on them because it's Blood 9, and of course Sceleria should have damage reversal as part of their communion. And yeah, so his Wrathful Skies hit a Solus, and that reversed damage onto the Demi-Lich, who had pretty high MR, but which blocks a lot of the damage reversal stuff, but eventually it will get through, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, he got murdered that way. Anyway, I think we're on turn 81 now, so let's go back. Okay, so that was Abyssia's message. I don't know how my pretender died so fast in that big battle, so the answer is damage reversal. I don't know if I replied that to him. I don't know if I went and looked it up at the time to figure out why. We cast Tartarian Gate. We cast Wish. We got a Seraph. Very nice. Flames from the Sky. We killed 50 units. Let's go to the province where we cast it. Okay, so right here. That was on top of this army trying to hit some of his mages. And a lot of those we killed were actually probably some of his quite nice mages. We got a Queen of Water Elementals, very nice. Cast Gift of Reason, Curse of Blood. We got hit by... this isn't Flames from the Sky, this is I forget, the like 15 Fire Gym version, which is not very good. Got attacked by a bunch of horrors. Oh, I must have had this guy scripted to retreat. Okay, we conquered this little group of dudes with our golem. So all of his little raiders are dying. We managed to kill these horrors, but at the cost of... So he attacked us with horrors and killed a bunch of our undead. But we still maintained the province because we had just enough. And a bunch of assassinations, so let's see. Killed that assassin and that assassin. We lose a Grand Thaumaturg, which sucks. And then we kill that assassin. Here's a dragon that we kill. Very nice. Okay. Now for the battles. We've got, actually we've got a few battles that are pretty important. I don't know if I remember where they all are, so we'll click through it. Okay. Whoops. It's okay. Anyway. Sorry to spoil it. I didn't want to click on them to see, but anyway, I did. Okay, Undead Mastery. Not a great way to start off the fight. Shit. Who cast Undead Mastery? This guy did. Okay, part of a communion. Did he have 2? That was a lot of Undead Mastery. Yeah, he had 2. Okay. So that was all in all pretty good for him. He didn't really lose anything. And that was a medium commitment for me. I mean, I had a lot of mages there. And they basically all died, so that kind of sucks. So we lost that battle in Mir. But we killed some more Golem Crafters here. Continuing to raid successfully. We defeated the attacking forces from Agartha. Not sure where this province was, but it seems we did it off the back of a Skelly Spam Communion, mixed in with some Vampire Lords. We got totally wrecked here by a Bane Lord. Okay, and then we have a big battle here, so close your eyes, don't look at that report. This is important. So this one we really brought about all we could in this region to this fight. We got a fair amount of Rotarius. And remember, this is his only army that is defending that mid-region near the small island. And I've got a bunch of my stuff off now, so if we look... yeah, Army of Gold. Bunch of stuff. Will of Fates. I think I have Master Regeneration up to. Yeah, and you can see we're chipping our way. Wait, I didn't get Mass Flight off. I think he assassinated my Grand Thaumaturg who was supposed to cast Mass Flight, which was a bit unfortunate. You can see there's a staggering amount of Skelly Spam coming out to reinforce. I'm just going to speed it up. Really just the statues left, and we can eventually chip through those. I wonder if I got... Yeah, I did get Rush of Strength off, so that is going to help a lot when it comes to doing chip damage against these statues. And I don't get a fort off this, but I do kick his army off a fort, and that's going to be very, very important. So these statues are now going to melt away now that they've routed. And yeah, so we lost a bunch of our troops, but our mages we didn't really lose any. I lost a Vampire Lord, which is okay, and the mages I did lose got converted to Soulless. So all in all, it's fine. Totally fine. I forget which one that was. Okay, so that was this one. So this was really critical. One of it, killing... There's no army to reinforce any of the lands near here now. So basically I've got a free card to just run through and kill a bunch of stuff. So I think that battle right there, it didn't seem like much, but I think that basically makes this game mine. Okay, and we're repelling a bunch of his raids. He repels this raid of ours with a Tartarian. The other important battle was that army I had going in for one of his forts. Okay, we failed to capture the fortress. So we have an Abyssian battle. Okay, so we were just on top of this with a few little dudes. And I didn't think he had much inside, but apparently he had enough to stop me. This army wasn't really designed to kill anything important, but... I wonder if there were a bunch of undead on top, because I can't imagine I would have brought so few undead to go break through a fort. He must have killed some of them with assassinations or something. I would have definitely brought more undead than this. Anyway. Next fort battle. I don't know, why do I have a gnome trying to go into a fort alone? We'll have to go check. Actually, let's go check. Gold field? Fields of gold? It's right down here. Okay, yeah, I had a big army on top of here, but a Tartarian came and kicked me off, and that's why my gnome ran through alone. So we managed to fend him off, and then at the last minute my gnome ran through in the following battle. So that's annoying. Okay, and this was the field at... Okay, this was the battle at Golem Range. So, we had two important things happen this turn. One is we managed to kill this army here, which is really, really important. As I said, it's like game-winning important, because it's going to open up this whole area for me to take. Because once I kill a big army, then he doesn't really have anything to respond to medium armies, and I can field a tremendous amount of medium armies. The other really important thing that happened was we took this fort, which is now very near his capital, and we're kind of choking off a lot of his critical infrastructure. His army also moved up here, so we've now checkmated this fort too. As long as we can handle the Tartarians coming. So we do have a bunch of people on Enslaved Mind. Hopefully that will be able to get this Tartarian. I think it's enough. Let's see what he's equipped with. Yeah, 20 magic resistance, he could get up to like 24. I think if we have 6 guys spamming Enslaved Mind, we should be okay. Now, this army's also trapped. I can... If they follow this army up, I'm going to again start to checkmate more forts. So we're going to basically just move these guys over here, trap this fort, or check this fort. Okay, this is Agarthas. He also moved this big army here. Okay. So we're being sneaky. This gnome has pretty good mat move with the Boots of the Messenger. He's also got a Crystal Matrix. He's my only Earth Mage in the region. We are pulling everything down here to fight Agartha. So this is going to be an enormous battle in the next turn. And it's going to be designed to kill this, which, well, let's just watch. This is a really big Agarthan army. So yeah, we're moving everything except... Like, these army, I don't think they can make it, but this guy is going to come. We're moving basically all my stuff that can make it from nearby forts. You can just see a ton of arrows coming in. So if they can walk, they're probably coming. I'm not bringing, I guess, all my undead, but all my mages basically are coming. We're bringing a lot of priests with undead. I think this is around 2,000 undead. This is what the little screen looks like. If you've never played with Sceleria, when you're doing your troop formation. You can see I'm spacing all my guys out, so It's little things like Magic Duel won't kill 2 mages at once, or evocations are gonna not all hopefully do as much damage if they cluster target where I have a bunch of mages. So we're spreading them out to kind of just make it where it's difficult for things to hit high value areas. So this is one of my missions for this turn. We're going to take that out. If we look at the script again, it's kind of more the same. I'm not going to really run through it all, but we got Army of Gold, Gaia's Blessing, Rush of Strength with this little guy, one of my blood-empowered cultists who started me off on my little blood hunting mission. Life After Death. I think we have most of the important things coming out. Mass Flight coming out, hopefully. If we get Mass Flight off, we'll be in good shape. Highly likely this battle's going to happen because he kind of is running through taking fort after fort. It's possible he realizes that we're in a shit show up here, but this guy's really too far away to respond to any of the problems up here, so I think he's just going to keep taking forts. Yeah, the army moving up here can still do a lot of stuff. We have Life After Death, Power of the Spheres, Anti-Magic, Light of the Northern Star. It's a very dangerous army. I've got a scout finally. I should have been doing a lot more of this, but I've got a scout with a lot of gems too that can fill them back up to storm this fort. So you can see right now, it's completely overwhelming pressure that we're putting on Agartha. Now I'm expecting he's probably going to send some group in to attack me here, so I'm going to patrol and just kill whatever comes. I've got a bunch of PD here too. I don't know where this force is going to go here. If it moves over this way and I move to this army in here, then I would be basically giving up this fort. And I don't want to give it up. I'm kind of... I don't want to... The best thing for me is to take forts out with my armies and not really fight him unless I'm really sure I'm going to win. Like here, I'm going to bring like everything I have, and I know I'm going to trade well. But like this army, I'm not sure if it's going to trade well, especially versus all of this stuff. So we'll be a little careful. We're just going to patrol here. Hopefully we pick off some raiders. These guys are going to move up here and take this province back. I probably should be sending aquatic dudes in here to take this. This golem is coming back after it tagged some dudes here. And, yeah. Now, one of the things Agartha could have done in a throne rush scenario is march down here and try to take this throne from Abyssia, and that might have been easier than going after me. Back when he did this. And I remember talking after the game about that, but I think they were kind of teamed up against me. So even though Abyssia ended his nap with Agartha, it wasn't... They're still mostly on the same side, and they're both mostly still trying to kill me. Here's where I lost that important battle underwater, where he stole all my guys, which was annoying. Annoyingly, undead dudes, which is kind of weird. They can't... It used to be undead guys could reanimate, but they can't... They can't preach. Now they can't reanimate just because you're undead. And because it's not... Well, I guess this guy can. I don't think these guys can. I'm not totally sure why. Anyway. Kind of weird, because they have a reanimator priest. I wonder if it's just you can't do it underwater. I thought you could do it underwater. Huh. What if I have some of those somewhere I can test that real quick? Yeah, I guess it's just underwater. These guys can do it. Ignore that. So, I think that's basically it. We're also moving a big... Oh, what are we moving? Yeah, we're moving some undead troops down here. Led by Banes and Wraith Lords to start getting ready to take this throne. I've been not having quite enough mages, I think, to do it, but we're getting ready. We're getting into position, so... hopefully that will be happening soon. But right now my mission is really to just take a few more forts from Agartha, and then I think it's basically checkmate. This guy moving up here. We're building palisades everywhere. Highly likely these get knocked down. This palisade only has one turn left, so if he attacks me this turn, we're in trouble. If he doesn't, I'm going to have a fort here, which would be nice. Here we got 3 months left, so this palisade's going to be harder to take. But, yeah, anyway. I think that's it for this turn and for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.